Hi, and welcome to another Champion Spotlight. Today we will be hosting Janna the Storm's Theory. Janna is a ranged support who focus on aiding her team with tons of utility and buffs. A well-played Janna can disrupt the enemy team while also protecting her own, giving her all to aid. Janna's passive, Tailwind, is a global buff that grants your entire team a set amount of movement speed, as long you're alive. Howling Gale is a ranged spell that can be both charged up and casted instant. The longer Janna charges up her Howling Gale, the more damage and range this spell gains. Once Howling Gale hits its targets, they will get knocked up into the air and take damage. I take 1 level in Howling Gale at level 2 and max it at level 18. Zephyr is a ranged nuke. It damage and slow the enemy. This spell also grants Janna a passive movement speed buff that also allows her to ignore unit collision. While the spell is on cooldown, Janna does however lose those buffs. I take 1 level in Zephyr at level 3 and max it at level 12. Eye of the Storm is a defensive buff that can shield Janna or her allies, towers included. It protects them from taking damage for a short duration of time, while also granting them a set amount of attack damage while the shield is in effect. Since this is Janna's main tool for lane sustain, I take this as my first spell and max it at level 9. Moonsoon is a channeled AoE heal that will grant yourself and allies within the area healing. At the start of the channel, Moonsoon will also knock away all enemies. This spell is Janna's major lifesaver. I level it at 6, 13, and 16. Before going to the lane, taking the golems will grant you a head start in experience and gold. Try to make sure that your AD carry does not take damage in the process. At early levels, Janna is a bit weak. That is why she is best played defensive during the first 4 levels, working hard to keep her AD safe and arrange ganks with her jungler. Once Janna hits level 4, she can start to play a bit more aggressive, harassing the enemy with Zephyr and try to create combos together with her other spells. Always make sure you take your time to aim Howling Gale and use your summoner spells wisely. Minor things like this can win you the fight. Janna is a great engager. Go in with your Zephyr and follow up with a Howling Gale. Place your Eye of the Storm on your carry and enjoy the magic. When going in like this, try to aim your Howling Gale in front of the enemy to intercept their escape route. Zephyr can also be a great tool to deal tons of damage. Here I go in versus Vayne, poking her with Zephyr and making sure to auto-attack between cooldowns. Due to my damage from Zephyr, I managed to win the duel. Here we overstay our welcome. This results with an enemy gank. Israel gets killed, but now fight is close, so we decide to try to get a 1-for-1 exchange. I use my Moonsoon to interrupt Nunu's ultimate, while also forcing Vayne into our tower range, giving us a free kill. Even though Moonsoon is a lifesaver, it's also a great way to create kills for your team by separating the enemy forces from each other. I start with a Fairy Charm and some wards. I then rush Philosopher's Stone and try to get my Tailwind shoes as soon as possible. Then I start to build parts for Shirelia's Reverie while also buying more wards. Before I finish the reverie, I make sure to upgrade my shoes. Then for the late game, I try to get Aegis of the Legion. When I feel safe, I also get an Oracle while making sure to always have a ward or two. Take in mind that your second major item normally changes depending on the game. And what I've said so far is only a guideline. So always pay attention on how the game takes shape. For masteries I go for 0, 9, 21 in order to pick up all the sweet parts of the utility tree while also getting some defensive stats. For runes, I run with magic penetration marks, mana regeneration seals, and glyphs, and gold overtime quintessences. I do this so I can use my Eye of the Storm more frequently while also having some damage with Zephyr. The gold overtime grants me more wards, and that's always good. Thanks for watching this spotlight. I hope you enjoyed it. Always remember that
the Tempest is at your command.